Oh, I should plug in that cable. I'm going on. Hi, everybody. Let's see. Moderation. I don't want any of that stuff. Where's the chat? Well, I'm here. How are you? I hope I can see your guys'. Oh yeah, that's right. I think I needed to use my phone. All right then. It's good to be back. How are you guys? I injured myself, so like I've got a bandaged up toe. I had a mishap down in Presque Isle, Pennsylvania, and my foot kind of got grabbed into the mechanism, and I kind of scalped my toe, so I had to stitch it back on. Well, okay, no, they didn't have to stitch it back on. They just had to kind of put it back on. But I'm not here to like gore you out or anything like that. So I'm here to check back in and say, hey, what's up? I'm happy to see you again. You know, I can't take a shower, but I also didn't take a bath for a few days. I said, oh, I could smell me from here. So I took a bath, and I feel pretty good. I meant to bring the jar out with me, but I want to say hey to Rissa. She is one of my clients turned friends, as you know, most of you are. But she had given me a jar of Himalayan pink Himalayan salt with rose buds and some jasmine, some essential oils, and they're like maybe 2 weeks ago. And I'm not really a big bath person, but you know what? I am now because I have to, and I used it, and it was wonderful, which is something I want to bring up. Oh, good, the stream, or the, what do you call the chat's working. Hi, Michelle. So, I wanted to mention that Epsom salt is wonderful for your aura. It really, really just breaks up negativity, kind of dissolves it away. It's a beautiful cleanser for the aura. So you can use pink Himalayan salt. You can use regular old Epsom salt. You could add your favorite essential oils in there and just put it into your bath water. Woo! And you will feel amazing afterwards. So there's that. Let's see. And you know what? My foot doesn't really bother me that much. It's more of an inconvenience than it is the physical pain. But I definitely want to say thank you. So many of you guys have sent me private messages and your own healing and well wishes. And I just want to thank you. Thank you so much. I am healing really, really well, given the injury. It happened Wednesday night, last Wednesday, the 10th, and I ended up getting 11 stitches. I was in room 11, and when I arrived home, it was the 11th. That's the way it goes. There's no coincidences in life. So, you know, your body parts are connected to meanings, especially like with Ayurveda. And with astrology. So the feet are ruled by Pisces. And the left-hand side is our feminine side, the receiving side. The right-hand side is our masculine side, the giving side. And for me, it's the right toe. It's also expression, and there's so many, you know, different ways that you could look things up to get to the meaning of it. And depending on the culture, the author, and a whole bunch of other stuff, it can mean everything and anything. But you know, there's certain stuff that I like to stick to. Astrology for me, and Pisces rules the feet, and I have the planet for Pisces, which is Neptune in my first house of self, And I guess I would like to share about that particular day and about, now I did post this on my Facebook, but everyone doesn't, see all my posts. So I would just like to share. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Aditya. Thank you for joining. So so let me share something about the moon. Now, the moon governs our emotions, our emotional temperament. It's who we are at nighttime. It's very significant what sign our moon is in at the time of birth. And if you know your birth time, there are free websites you can get your own chart generated. But if you want your chart read and interpreted, I do that. But see, I lose my point. As soon as I get off just a little bit, I forget what I'm talking about. I remember now. So there's certain times that the moon does not have aspects. The moon is not making a connection or an aspect to another planet. And when that happens, that pocket of time is called void of course. So anything that happens that day, you don't want to start anything when the moon is void of course. You don't want to initiate or engage anything because it's going to fall flat, or it's not going to end up going the way that it was intended. Or if you sign something, it's going to fizz out or peter out. If you go to begin something, it's going to come back down. It's not going to, it's just not going to wash. So never start anything when the moon is void of course. So it doesn't happen a heck of a lot, and it doesn't last for very long. But for this particular time, I had it written in my book. See, it says, I don't know if this is mirrored or not, but where's the 10th? Moon, VC, void of course. So I intentionally didn't plan anything for that day for that reason. So the weekend before that, my oldest son, it's his birthday in June, and he's like, hey, let's get the family together, and go to Presque Isle. It's one of his favorite places. So I explained what I just told you, and then in my mind I thought, well, maybe I didn't book any clients and didn't plan anything so that I can do stuff with my family and just take time out and just be with the family. So I was like, okay, and we went, and as I was getting ready, now Presque Isle is 2 hours away from where I am, near Buffalo, and this place is in Erie, Pennsylvania. So I was thinking, I got to bring my shoes, several times, and I meant to grab them. I had my house sandals on, which is what I'm wearing on my other foot right now, which is this here. So I ended up leaving, not taking my shoes, and it was so, I thought about it on the drive there, and when we got there, I was looking at what everybody else had on their feet, and so then we were going to ride these pedal carts, and my daughter was like, aren't you so excited to ride the pedal carts? We were picnicking and having food, and I felt like there was this cloud, this gray cloud, that put me like in slow motion. And I was like, first time I didn't answer her at all. I was watching, there were like some people riding these pedal carts on a little sidewalk near where we were grilling and eating. And the second time she asked me, and I'm like, yeah, but I couldn't put my finger on what was wrong. And then this has ended up, what happened is, I had this injury, which, I almost lost my toe. So my big point here is that you have to trust your intuition. And also for me, this helped me to understand that even if it's my own family, I have to honor what I planned in the first place. So I hope that you understand that. I hope that I said this in a way that makes sense to you, that we're born with this gut feeling, this intuition. We're born with it. And, school and society and, our caregivers, they all try to say that, not to do that, to do as, you're told to do, and to fit through this, herded cattle kind of mentality. But and how many times have you met somebody, or you were at a job interview, or you're in a certain environment or situation where you just felt something wasn't right? And then all of a sudden the situation, but you ignored it, and then all of a sudden the situation blew up in your face, or the person ended up, not being a good person, and you just want to kick yourself. So we've all had that, right? And so I really want to stress that you have that intuition and you got to step right into it, like now more than ever. It's really, really important. Let me just see what you guys are saying in the comments. Inbox me now for accurate reading, intuitive guidance. Hello, hello. Oh, okay. Stacy's gonna write a review. Yeah, we had a really powerful afternoon together. Awesome. Cool. All right, so I'll try to keep up with this because it scrolls to the bottom and I don't want to miss it. And if I do, I apologize. You can always send something to my inbox. All right, so okay. So now I want to talk about what the heck is going on in the sky, because there are 3 eclipses. It's eclipse season, and normally we have 2. This time we have 3. 2020 is the year of perfect vision. 2020, just like your glasses, your vision. 2020. This is when those blinders come off and we're able to see the truth, which includes people, situations, being able to trust ourselves. So important. So the number 3 is about creativity. It's about taking action. It's about completions. It's about, it's like, mother, father, child, or Father, Son, Holy Spirit, or mind, body, spirit. 3 is a very powerful number. So eclipses are new beginning. Well, it depends on what it is, what's going on. But eclipses are extremely powerful energy, and their energies can last for several months. Awesome. Hi. And we are in the midst of this now. So I've got some, I got to keep my notes in my book. So I just explained why. So I don't do things on the moon point, of course, when I do better. All right. So this weekend, oh yeah, so we got to get it. Wait a minute. So did you sign up for my crystals workshop? It's this Thursday. It is at my office if you are here in the Buffalo area, or it's online also. So we're going to be live streaming it while I'm actually doing it. You get your you have an option of just attending the workshop, or I can send you the crystals. Now it's already Tuesday, so if you order it now, I can send you the crystals, and then you can get a link to the event. So if you don't get them in time, you can still get a recording of the event. It is an amazing workshop that I can't even take the credit for. It was kind of channeled through me as to how this works. So it's a gift. Thank you. So it is proprietary. And this is going to expand into something much, much broader. But if you're interested in energy healing, how to work with energy, your own body's energy, energy medicine, and this is where to begin, is by understanding how your body reacts and speaks to you when you're holding certain crystals. It's a really, really awesome workshop. So I've taken it, from Boston to Kansas City, and it's had 100% success rate. So I hope that you'll sign up for that. So that's this Thursday. Wonderful. I have to open my door because it kind of sucked closed and I'm not going to get air. So give me 2 seconds, and I got to be careful I don't butt my toe. So just give me 2 seconds here while I go to the front door and reopen it. And I should probably prop something there. I see the better light now, and I'll put this couple of pens there. Hopefully that's enough to make it stay open. All right. Okay, as I hobble back over to my chair. Lordy, lordy. Okay, so this weekend. So this weekend is very powerful. This weekend is the solstice, and it's also a solar eclipse. A solar eclipse at 0 degrees of Cancer. 0 degrees of Cancer. So I have a really good video about the moon's nodes. It's on the YouTube channel. You can just Google Susie Woo YouTube and you'll find it. Moon's nodes, you can find it easily. It had a whole bunch, like 4,000 views, I think it was. But yeah, so I'm not going to get into all that now. But this weekend is very powerful energy, and it's the first day of summer, which is solstice, and a solar eclipse at 0 degrees of Cancer. So you would want to know where. Now we have all of the signs. I don't know how to do a screen share on Facebook Live. So maybe next time I'll use Zoom and do the live stream, because I know I can screen share there. I don't want to risk messing this up. And I don't think I have a printed one to share. But if you can see where 0 degrees of Cancer is in your chart, excuse me, if you want to know how to get a chart, you can go to astro.com and put in your birthday. To get your rising sign, you need to know the time of your birth and to get the most accurate reading. So at 0 degrees of Cancer, Cancer is a water sign, and we're having a Mercury retrograde, so it's not that big of a deal, because Mercury goes retrograde a third of the time. It's like a third of the time we should be sleeping. So it's not that big of a deal. Many of you were born with Mercury retrograde. So when the rest of the world is kind of like, oh my God, you're in your groove. There's so much going on in the skies. There's going to be a lot more stuff that is coming to light. Cancer rules home security, family, our family roots, our childhood home. So you may be feeling emotionally vulnerable. You may want to stay home. You may really cling on to your family members. There may be certain things within your own ancestral, your ancestry, that suddenly become revealed or shown to you. There may be certain family secrets that now the light is shining on it. So there's a lot of stuff that's coming up for us, and the feeling of security, because home is also security. It's, getting under my cover, under my comforter, and being comfortable and feeling secure in our home with who we deem as family, which is not always our blood family. So secrets revealed, more and more stuff that is coming to the surface that is going to pull on our heartstrings, our emotional strings, our feelings. Certain things that are going to be kind of playing with our trigger points. And when this happens, how to really work through that is when we're triggered, it brings something to the surface. And to be real simple about it, because I like simple, it means it's available for healing. So this is not a time to project, oh my God, you triggered me, you should never say this. No. Because we all have sensitive points. So it's not that. It's learning how to find compassion. It's learning how to find healing within yourself. It's going within and saying, why do I feel so triggered by this? Why do I feel this way? And then being able to become objective about it, be an observer, and to take the charge out of it, to disconnect from that, to not give your power away so that what others say dictates how you feel. Think about it that way. Because you cannot go out into the world expecting that the whole world is going to cater all of their actions and all of their words so that they don't upset you. It's impossible. So the best thing that you can do is really go within and get to know yourself better. Which leads me into a lot of information that I've been just really receiving and connecting with lately. Now, this is something that I've been talking about over the past few months, but it's becoming really more intense. And this is it's coming to a head here. And being stuck, what's the word I want to say? This whole, like, the quarantine crap, all this other stuff. I'm not getting into that because I have knowings just in my bones that certain things about what's going on. And I don't question that. I don't question that anymore. This is like not a mirror, and it's so confusing. I like to be equal. I've got a lot of Virgo in my chart, so I'm really perfectionist. But I got to get out of that because it'll drive me crazy. Is that as this time, during this past 2 months, or since the middle of March, April, May, June, 3 months, and we have been kind of like forced to like be home, to be with people more often, it really learns what our own trigger points are and the relationships we have with the people who are under our roof. So it kind of has forced us to have a look at this, to have a look at ourselves on a deeper internal level, and to see what's there. What's really coming to a head now is to make choices. If you're in a relationship that's not compatible with who you are, with your soul's promise, if things are not in congruence or are not congruent to your soul's purpose, your soul's mission, your journey, what you're here to do, if you're in the wrong relationship, if you're in the wrong home, if you're at the wrong job, the time is now. Now, it's been ever since January, actually, no, since December, since the winter solstice, which we had an eclipse then too. So it was that point, and then when we had that big cluster, January 12th, when Pluto, Saturn, Mercury, I forget who else was there, but it was a big party of everything that is not for your highest good is going to be blown up, the earth shaken, or things taken away, so that you are forced to have to look within and look at your environment, look at your situation, look at the people, and say, does this feel right? Am I happy? Is this where I'm supposed to be? Are these the situations and people that I'm supposed to be with? And if not, it is paramount that you make choices, that you take positive action to put yourself in the right frequency with what you're supposed to be doing. What are you guys saying here? Good. Oh, I gotta scroll up and see what you're saying. Hello, Kansas. All right. Cool. So, it's it's extremely, like, you can't get away with this anymore. You're not going to be able to continue your life living, like, Rudolph, when his idiot dad made him wear the black nose and talk like this because he didn't fit in. His own father was rejecting him. It's very much like that. So we're going deep here within our own psyches and finding what part of ourselves has been rejected, has not been accepted. And as an adult now, being able to be objective about this, it's not putting blame on the father, the whoever it is, for the way you turned out or for whatever your emotional wounds are, which is our Chiron. It is absolutely not pointing the finger and taking and externalizing that blame. It's not what this is about at all. But it is severing those connections and being objective, removing yourself from the situation and relieving that person's role, that character play that they had in your life. It's releasing that because you are not that person anymore. We're always growing and evolving. If you're still that little person, you're afraid you're under that person's control, you cannot grow. There's no room for personal growth there. When you're always trying to people please because you're afraid of that rejection, you cannot grow and you'll suffocate. So you can't do it anymore. And I don't like to put it this way, but it's almost like you're being forced to take sides. But the sides are you or not you. Do you choose yourself or do you choose not yourself? And you're just going to give away your energy and just do as you're told and follow everybody else's rules because you're afraid to stand on your own. That's really what this boils down to. You're not going to have much choice anymore. It's kind of like the ship is going to leave. Are you on it or not? It's really, really, like I almost can't emphasize how important this is, especially as we slide into this weekend. There's some big stuff going on this weekend in the sky, and you might be able to feel it. So there's a lot of good that's taking place. We are living multiple timelines at the same time. So there is, there's always going to be good and evil if you want to look at it that way. But really, it's all from the same source. And we are always making choices that lead us to new now. You get it, right? So what is it that you're choosing? What is it? Are you choosing the things that are in alignment for you? Or are you just saying, no, don't worry about me. I'll just stay back here and die. No, don't do that. You have to choose yourself. You chose to be here at this very critical, important time in the Earth's history. It's huge. So the fact that you're here now means that you chose to be here to fill some kind of a role. And if you are not living in harmony with who you are, you're denying your soul's purpose. And then that, you know what that means? You got to come back here again. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not so sure I want to come back here again. I love to be a light worker. I love what I do, and I love to help people. But this earth is going through a very rapid, energetic upgrade. So that forces all the inhabitants to as well. It's like if the sun is like all of a sudden super close to the earth, we all feel it. Well, our planet is super close to the center of the galaxy, which is like pure source energy, and it is causing all of us to have this awakening. And so for most people who have been, we come in under the guidance of our parents and school and society and everything else, to now all of a sudden it's kind of like this big torrential downpour washed away these masks off the people that we were born into trusting and thinking everyone else is going to take care of us. Well, now all that has been taken away, and we're like, oh my God, how do I hold on to it? Where's the floor? I don't know what to do. I don't know who to trust. Who do you trust? Yourself. For the first time in our lives, we're being forced to have to go within. All of that like dead DNA, no, it's not dead, but it's been dormant. It's been offline. And over the next period of time, it's going to start coming back online. And how is that going to show up? Telepathy. Using those extra senses. Now, we all have them, but they've been watered down. Oh, there was something I read about the fluoride. That people are going up to bat to get the fluoride not in our water anymore. Do you know what fluoride in our water does? It calcifies your pineal gland. It takes away your ability to be telepathic and use your senses and being able to, make it all the way up to the top chakras. The powers that be have been doing everything in their power to take us out of our power. And our power is telepathy. It's being able to call home. And home is off planet. So many people, they know in their bones that they're not from here. And the people in their families, they're like, I'm not you, I'm not that. And we might not want to say it because we don't want to offend anybody, but we know it, we feel it. And I know a lot of you guys can relate. So, let's see. Yeah. Good. I just want to see what's going on. Do I have trolls here? Oh, it is definitely already happening. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome, Chrissy, Susan, Thea, Allison, Daniel, Michelle. Yeah, people are really mean because yeah, I got a troll. I got me a troll. Okay, cool. Um, that's okay. Yep, exactly. So it is the ability to be able to call to our own kind of like home energies, which is off the planet. And that there's been kind of like this, almost like a magnetic shield. Well, there is a magnetic shield around the planet, but something that is a little bit similar, just to refer to that to make it easy. There's been like kind of like the dark energies, has been a screen around that, and it's prevented us from being able to like call home. And so right now we're at a midpoint of a 2 week trial. I think it's in New York City or it's in Washington D.C. There's a video out there somewhere about one of the people who was actually like going on the stand and talking about measured changes in IQ in moms and their babies who drink fluoridated water. And the whole thing with fluoride is horrible for you. But anyway, so I don't want to get into all that. What I do want to get into is that this is a super important time for you to be able to go within and be able to not worry about what others are thinking, saying, doing. This is not a time to be following anything unless it really resonates for you. So really understand what is it that calls to you, because your truth is not going to be the same as your truth, is not going to be the same as their truth, and we're all on our own frequency. So we're not, if you are, this tall, you can't see what's on that shelf. So once you're on that shelf, you can see everything below, but those who are in the lower frequencies can't get any further than where they are unless they want to. So you have to be able to open up and be able to see and go up into these higher realms, these other densities. It's not actually dimension, they're densities. Like, 2D is like height and width, and 3D is the depth. It's not like that. This is it's a different density. I did actually post a picture the other day on my Facebook of a really nice graph about densities to help you to understand that, because it's not the same as dimensions. All right, cool. Hello, Andrea. Good, 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 good. Funny. Yes. All right. So what else did I want to talk about? And how long have I been going? Half an hour already. Jeez. Okay. Let's see. Oh, and we are in Gemini season. The North Node is in Gemini too. So Gemini is all about information. It's about connecting with people, networking, writing, publishing, learning. And also what's the South Node is in Sagittarius, and that's higher learning and our belief systems. So this calls to you to review your belief systems. If something doesn't hold water for you anymore, you don't need to carry it. You can let it go and drop it and trade it in, trade it up. Excuse me. So see, what does work for you? Just because something has always been that way doesn't make it true. It just means that you were impressed upon very strongly, in certain belief patterns, religions, things like that. So see what works for you. And don't be afraid of letting go. And you may be, like everyone's always saying, you gotta let go, you gotta let go. But you do. What do you need to let go of? You need to let go of all things that are not in alignment with who you are, with what it is that you feel. It is no longer denying yourself the ability to grow and explore and to be happy and do what it is that brings you joy. You are not here to be a servant. You are here to learn, grow, apply your life lessons, and grow and evolve. That's the whole name of the game. And do you want to know how you win? Is by going into what your north node is. Everybody was born, there's nodes, and whatever your north node is, that is your shortcut to enlightenment. And when you honor your north node, usually it's where we have the most resistance. But when you learn how to master your north node, that's the key. And then you like come out the other end, and you win. And then you go on to a happy life, and you don't worry about appeasing others, people pleasing, doing things for because it's supposed to be that way, or because it's always been that way. It's time to get rid of conventional crap that doesn't mean anything to you anymore. Yeah, it's okay. That's all right. It's more people to just block later. It's fine. It's fine. So what you do in a case like that is you turn up the white light. Well, I do it. It's one of the things that I do, and it's kind of like my own little production. I crank up that white light, and I kind of become bigger than the trolls, bigger than anybody who tries to hurt me or take me down. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. Because I've already broken through. I honor my north node. And guess what my north node is in? Aries. Aries. That's right. It's Aries is it's the ultimate I am. It's I am. It's the identity. It's the warrior. It is cutting through, giving up your energy to other people, because the south node for me is in Libra, and Libra is a beautiful energy, but it can be wishy-washy. So I spent the first half of my life giving my energy away. Oh, you first, and not speaking up for myself, not standing up for myself. That's my south node. Past life stuff that you're incarnated with, that you're really good at. It's your comfort zone. And stepping into your north node, which for me is Aries. So it's walking away from giving my energy away to other people and stepping into braveness, boldness. It's carving my way into I am. It's the ultimate I am presence, which is a beautiful place to be in. It was something that I was terrified of. I would not speak up for myself or stand up for myself. I just wouldn't do it. But now it's different. Very, very different. And especially after, actually so my Facebook memories, it showed up today that it was today that I was in England for level 2 of Star Magic Healing, the facilitator upgrade. And during that, we did this like hours long meditation, and we went to these other stargates. It was freaking crazy. Crazy. It was the coolest thing I think I've ever done in my entire life. And like no drugs are involved. This is like a big journey that this whole group of us went on, and it was freaking amazing. Just freaking amazing. Okay, so I do have so Woo Life is there's a new website being created, not by me this time, because I just tend to get things too like cluttered up. But there are a couple things available there now. There will be a big reveal coming, not yet, but Woo Life is it is there, woolife.org, and it is going to be a stage, or not a stage, but a collaborative effort for light workers, seekers of truth, and way showers. So we're here to help everybody along on their spiritual journeys. So I do have, and during my healing, since I hurt my foot last Wednesday, this is Prennet. This is not for sale, but Prennet with Epidote. Oh my God, this guy has been amazing. It's it's the healer's stone. He's not for sale, but the energy is just wonderful. So I do have 2 dragons available if you're interested. This guy. It's called Picasso Jasper, or Picasso Stone. You have the little squiggly lines in there. Super cool. And these are on the Woo Life website. There's only one of each. because they're hand carved. So this guy, it's Picasso Jasper. Now, all black stones are wonderful for transformation. Now, this is also good with relationships. If you're trying to like burn the rest of the residue off from like some old relationships, you're trying to transform and transmute energy from relationships, black stones, dark stones are the way to go. They also dispel negativity. So what I have a description that I found online on the website that you'll be able to look at. And so I've got this guy, and then I have this guy also. Now this is black tourmaline. So they call it tourmalinated quartz. This awesome dragon. Now this is wonderful for really cleansing the aura, but also the black stones for transformation, to dispel negativity. Like black stones, black crystals kind of like draw out the negativity from you, from your aura, from a room, from your workspace. They help to kind of de-stress. I love the energy of these guys. But they're both available. So, I can't keep everybody. They're both $145 each. They're not a pair. They're sold separately. So if you happen to be interested, there's only one of each one. You can go on the Woo Life website and buy it, but there's only one. So once it's gone, it's gone. And there will be a bunch more, not the same, of course, but there'll be more coming up in the near future. Okay. All right, cool. Good. I'll mention what I might want to mention because I'm not here to like appease anybody. Because I am the warrior. I am the warrior. And victory is mine. That's right, because you can't touch it. You can't touch it. It's awesome. It is so awesome to be me. And I want you to feel the same way. Not to be me, but to be you. I want you to feel awesome to be you. Unrestricted, guys. So what's coming up, like I keep saying, this stuff is coming to a head. If you start feeling amazing in your heart, let it out. Don't suppress that. Go ahead and laugh out loud. Give somebody a hug. Say what you need to say. Get it out. Love who you are. Be who you are. Be authentic. This is the time. It's like, shit or get off the pot. I'm shitting. So the choice is yours, but you are running out of time. I don't want you left behind. I want you to choose yourself, find yourself, love yourself, be yourself, and be proud. That's what I would like for you. Alrighty, so where am I at? I am at 43 minutes. I think that's good. I don't want to get too long here. It's awesome to be back. Thank you for joining me. If you'd like to book me for a reading, you can get your astrology chart done, tell you all about you, including what's going on now, what you can expect over the next year and a half. Go to my website, susie-woo.com, or if you want a psychic mediumship reading, or if you want to get an energy healing. So let's see. So just, you can bring up white light from the center of the earth up through your feet. Let it light up your heart. Let it go up through your mind, radiating out the top of your crown. Really light up that heart and shine so bright that it hurts to look at you. That's what I like to say. But just do it. Just do it. Do not turn your light down for others. Don't turn your light down because it's too bright. And don't turn your light down because somebody asks you to. No more. No more. You are here to be authentic. Get on that stage. Write that book. Whatever it is that you want to do. The veil is very thin right now. So whatever it is that you're getting, you hear a voice in your ear. You're getting feelings. You're getting your intuition is guiding you. Your guides are talking to you. Whatever it is, that pull, that draw, what you feel in your heart, what you've always wanted to do. Now is the time to take positive action to make that stuff happen. Now is the time to initiate that stuff. Do the research. Meet with the right people. Find out who has done this, that it is that you want to do. Aspire to them. Talk to them. Pick their brain. Do what it is that you need to do so that you could have a fulfilled, happy, joyful life of growth. Because nobody can grow in their comfort zone. And I don't want that for you. I want to see you all take off and soar and be amazing and happy. That's why we're here. We're not here to be sad or be a servant or let people walk on us. We're not here to be a doormat. We're here to shine and grow. Okay? Okay, that's it. I will be signing off. And if you want to book me, you know where to find me. I hope to see you on my YouTube channel. It's under Rudolph. And I'll be talking to you real soon. I'm going to come give you a big hug because I can. Oh, I knocked my camera over. This is a moonstone, by the way. Always good to see you. And thanks a lot for joining me. And I'll see you next time. And have a beautiful weekend and happy Father's Day if you're a father. If it applies, happy Father's Day. All right, guys. See you later. Let's see if I can find the end button. See you, trolls. I send you love. I send you love. There is no hate. Only love, guys.